Hello everybody, Stephen here with Cannin.com, back for another technical analysis session. This week we're taking a deep dive into another cultivation support company, HVAC, architecture design, things like that, all for indoor grows. We've seen a couple of their competitors, but now it's time for Urban-Gro. Let's jump over to the pricing chart now. You can see UGRO traded on NASDAQ, so plenty of liquidity. We're zoomed out, so you can see the kind of the history here. They did their IPO in 2021. You can see there was a lot of excitement. It was trading really high, up 476% there out of the gate. They did hit $162 before, boom, crashing down. $7–8 range for much of the year. Into summertime, we started to pop a little bit, and then it took off, reaching 16 and gave a little bit of that back. Currently 13.29. So let's zoom in here. We've looked at moving averages a lot of times, so we know how powerful moving averages can be, and watching for moving average crosses, and watching short-term versus long-term moving averages and how they interact. Now we're looking at the VAMA, V-A-M-A. This is the volume-adjusted moving average. So another really powerful way of looking at moving averages, but now they're normalized by buying and selling, by action. So really a powerful tool to add to our trading chest here. And you can see we're looking at two periods here, a fast period of 13 and a slow period of 55. The slow is in the yellow, the fast is in the purple. You can see that the fast period really monitors the pricing chart much more closely, which is what you would expect from a fast indicator. But again, we can look for big divergences here. We can also look for crosses. So recently we did have the purple line, which is the short term, above the yellow line, which is the longer term. That's a bullish signal. Then we crossed below. The cross became really obvious after the 10th of September. This is the bearish signal when the fast signal is below the long-term signal or the slow signal. We're also looking at the MACD, and this is kind of a different way of looking at it, but we're going to see the same thing. We're going to see kind of this neutral period through August, and then the pop. Again, the blue line here is the MACD, the orange is the signal line. When the MACD is above the signal line, that's a buy signal. Also, we want to look for positive signals, right? So here's 0, and we're well above 0 here. We then saw the cross. The 9th of September, the MACD crossed below the signal line. That's our first sign that something is going to turn around. You'll see the next day, our VAMA, our volume adjusted moving average, became clear. It broke away. So now bearish signal, and you can see what's happened since then. It's really come back down. We're about to cross below 0 here. Sign of weakness. What else is going on? The OBV, the unbalanced volume. Since IPO, you can see they've never been in positive territory. They really crashed down after this big selling period here. But if we look at summertime, we're at about -9 million here, and since then it's kind of been an upward trajectory of increasing over time. You can see this big price jump did kind of bring a little bit back. We peaked at -4 million, down to -6 million, and since then we've again continued our march up here. So the trend here on OBV is slowly kind of ticking up, slowly saying there's more buyers than sellers throughout this period since mid-summertime. That's not as apparent if we just look at moving averages or the VAMA, right? So it's a clear way to see the trend here. So this is actually looking kind of promising. Buyers are slowly picking up strength. What's going to happen here, though, with our near-term, short-term signals showing weakness? We're going to see that this is probably going to come back down a little bit, or at least stay neutral, right? And then we're going to watch very closely when this upward trend continues. Likely we're going to see a bounce on the MACD, and then we're going to watch for this cross on the VAMA. So really interesting stock here, Urban-Gro. They've had a wild 2021, and we can expect a 2022 that's equally interesting. Please pay attention to the fundamentals for Urban-Gro at Cannin.com, and happy trading, everybody.